Well, good morning. It is Monday, 7:45 a.m. Just taking some time in to be with my audience to start off our day together on a very positive note. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody was able to take some time to reflect and relax and rejuvenate and prepare for a new beginning, new opportunities, possibly new disappointments, new failures. But at the end of the day, it's all about growth. And it's something where I feel it's important to start off our week and our day with the idea that a contract or an obligation to oneself is very important to establish in today's world, because the world is so made up of commodities and finding fulfillment in things that we lose the idea of really understanding why we're here to do what we're supposed to do on this earth. So, looking at the idea of a contract that you make, it's a word that you keep. You can have it in a written form, or you can verbally express it. What's important about developing a contract is that you keep it. Because no matter what happens in this world, the contract is your way to keep you going in the direction you need to go, because you know that if you give up on the contract, you're ultimately giving up on yourself. In life, sometimes we may need to establish contracts just in the sense of knowing that it feels that we're going through life on our own. We could be in a relationship where it's unsupportive of dreams and goals and aspirations. We could be in a relationship where people have so much baggage that they're not willing to let go of the baggage, and it hinders the relationship to make progress. And we find fault in the relationship. We find fault in little things, and we lose the essence of really appreciating what life has to give us. We could be in a situation where, you have a job where right now, today could be your last day, and they're downsizing, or they're downsizing in the coming months, and you need to prepare for your transition. And having a contract for yourself to give you direction and purpose means that you can rebound and come back from a setback. And that contract is what's going to establish your dreams and goals and what you're ultimately trying to achieve in life in order to feel valued, significant, and most importantly, contribute beyond yourself. And as we start this day and start this week, it is truly important for us to establish a contract that carries in it the weight of your dreams and goals, why you want these things, the purpose behind it, and to be able to understand what it will give you internally and externally. Because when you look at the essence of life, it's about balance today. We live in a very imbalanced culture. Our world is very imbalanced on many different levels. So one of the things that I've come to grips with, and I realized over the last couple years or so, is that you can't change the world, but you can change yourself. And by changing yourself, you want to establish yourself in a way that gives you a sense of feeling that, you know what, I know what I'm trying to do. I know where I'm going. I know what my purpose is. Let's just go enjoy the ride of life. And that's what it comes down to, enjoying the ride of life without complicating it, but simplifying it. And putting yourself in a position where you know that any challenge that you face, you can ultimately handle it. You have to make the decision to react or respond in life by making a choice, by making a decision. And that decision you make is also a part of your contract to know that in life, whenever I'm dealt with the hands of depression, sadness, disappointment, failure, that I am not going to react, I'm going to respond. I'm going to take information out of the situation and figure out how to learn from it. After I get through the emotional baggage of what it's done to me, I'm going to process it and then say, where do we go next now? Instead of being bitter and consistently being a victim and making excuses of not letting go of the situation. It's time for a change, but it has to be an individual change. It's time for us to understand why we're here on this earth so we don't waste our time. We invest our time, and we invest our time not just in ourselves, but in people around us. Because when you feel good about yourself, people around you will feel good, and you'll gravitate more people to want to be a part of you instead of you trying to seek yourself out to be a part of other people. And you have to feel that balance and confidence and self-esteem and all the stuff that comes with that to make sure that you're on track. So this morning, this week, build your contract. Put in place something that will help you have direction, that will have you in your time of need, in your time of pain, you can go back to as a reference point to say, oh yes, even though I have been dealt this card, I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I can handle this. I can handle it. I can make sure that I can make it. That's what it comes down to. Simplify life by putting things in place to make sure it works for you. It's not going to work for everybody. And I promise you, you'll make it to the top of your success, your achievement, and ultimately your legacy will be something that will be remembered. Have a great day.